Former NFL star wideout Brandon Marshall joins the debate desk. He'll tell us how important AB really is to this Patriots team. Speaking of the Patriots, why is Stephen A saying the Chiefs are not the only threat to the Pats in the AFC? Plus, should the Cowboys be the favorites? Period. Every team, the favorites in the NFC. First Take, right now.
Welcome back to First Take. We're coming to you live from above the Heineken River Deck at Pier 17. Antonio Brown made his much-anticipated debut with the Patriots Sunday, less than a week after sexual assault allegations were brought in a civil suit against the former Steelers and Raiders receiver. Brown's immediate future remains uncertain as the NFL begins their investigation, but he certainly made an impact in his first game with Tom Brady. Brown had 4 catches and a touchdown in the 43-0 blowout of the Dolphins. He led the team with 8 targets. Bill Belichick and Brady spoke about AB's day after the game.
It seemed like there was an effort early, especially on the first drive, to feed him. Did you guys want to get him into the swing of things?
No, we run the offense. Try to throw the ball to guys open, Ben. Haven't changed that in 20 years.
I just was trying to find open guy, and he was snapping off some routes and did a great job. So it was good to find him. Everyone contributed. Defense played great, as they've been doing. So it was a good win. Anytime you win on the road in division, it's good, especially here, because it's been a challenge for us over the years. But good to be 2-0.
All right, look who's here. Brandon Marshall in the house.
Yes.
I like those frames.
Thank you.
I like
How
the
we
suit.
doing?
I like the suit.
Appreciate it.
It's pretty smooth.
Thank you.
Pretty smooth, man.
Man, you starting off with compliments, huh?
I think it's just
when warranted.
I had to step up my fashion game because I know I was going to see Molly, not you bums, but
Appreciate
Mom,
You know
that.
better. You know better.
Let me ask you this, and I feel funny asking this question. How important was AB's performance on Sunday, considering it was 43 to nothing?
let me start
They
this
didn't
off.
need
she
him
asked
out
me.
there.
She asked me.
No.
No, you go last because you're the arbiter.
There we go.
You're the
Okay.
former
Oh.
player.
Here's the reality.
All right.
It's real quick. Didn't mean a damn thing to me. It's against the Dolphins. I mean, a legitimate argument could be made that there's some college teams that could beat these Dolphins. This might be the worst football team in the NFL I've ever seen.
Ever.
They are atrocious. And it's hard for me to say that. Chris Greer, the general manager, Brian Flores, African-American general manager, head coach. We don't see that too often in the National Football League. We recognize that they rebuild, and we got that because they made some good moves in terms of first-round picks they've acquired. But this is one of the most atrocious teams that I've ever seen. Combine that with the fact that half of them look like they don't even want to be there. It's one thing, later on in the season, y'all, and it's a long thing. You put your body through a lot, and all right, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
The season
but to
like
open the damn season, they open
bad.
the season this way. This is key. This is not December. This is not November when you already 0-9. No. They opened the season like this. Damn, I don't want to be here. And oh, by the way, they just a few miles from South Beach and don't want to be there. They a few miles from South Beach in a state with no state income tax.
Yeah.
That's right.
And don't want to be there.
That's right.
This is the most atrocious football team that I've ever seen. And you got an all-world receiver that's coming to play for the reigning defending Super Bowl champions against you? Please, we ain't learned nothing yesterday.
Look,
Go ahead.
I'll tell you why it was really important, in fact. First of all, I got to say something just to defend the players a little bit, because I agree with you. It might be the worst team I've ever seen in the NFL. It's certainly on a short list. Yeah. They were put in a position to lose before the season began. Okay. This starts in the front office where they give Flores nothing to work with.
I didn't call a player scrub. I said a team.
I understand, but I'm saying, so any player, every NFL team has some talent, including the Dolphins. But when you're a talented player in a locker room without a lot of talent, where you're being put in a position to lose, I can understand where this team just quits on the season. Yeah. But the quitting started in the front office. Okay, that's. I just want to get that out of the way. The reason it's really important is not obviously to beat the Dolphins, but because you look at the AFC and you have rivals out there. Stephen A., I'll leave your pet team right now for later, but I'll just talk about the Chiefs, for instance, when Kareem Hunt gets back. You have a guy in Patrick Mahomes doing things no quarterback has ever done. Let me repeat that. No one has ever played on the level so far to start a career that Patrick Mahomes has. And he has a great coach. And everywhere you look, offensive weapons once the team gets healthy.
Slow first half yesterday.
Okay, and then what happened?
Yeah, I'm just saying, just throwing it out there.
My point is that the Patriots, even in the 18-0 season, lost the Super Bowl. When you look at the big picture, what AB does is he takes them from who's the favorites, the Chiefs or the Patriots, to the Patriots are clearly the favorites if AB's on the team.
But how can we say that when it's never been about one player? The Patriots program has never been about one player. Let me take that back. It's been about Tom Brady, but they never made it about Tom Brady, okay? To me, what's interesting is hearing Belichick and Tom in their presser after say, you know what, we're just going through our normal routine. I just threw it to the open man. Hell no, you didn't. What you did was you used this as a preseason game to get AB caught up. Because when you look at a receiver-quarterback combination, you look for efficiency. The reason why Mike T down in New Orleans is one of the best, and he's never talked about, he's underrated, is because of efficiency. When Drew Brees throw to him, they're operating at around an 85, 90% efficiency rate. Yesterday, AB and Tom were at what? 50, 4 out of 8. Look at the mishaps, the misfires. That's what you need to look at, right? Yes, AB is great, but talent only takes you so far. It's about chemistry. So it's chemistry on the field and chemistry off. What I'm excited to pay attention to is this, and interesting. What is he going to do with social media? Because what is it about in New England? It's about not putting out bulletin board material, right? So I want to see if he can get in line off the field, because if he can do that, which I think he can, they'll be okay. But it's going to take some time for them on the field to get caught up. And yesterday was a prime example. And that's why Belichick's and Tom's comments were to me, BS. Because that was a preseason game for them. That was a horrible Dolphin team.
I said Kareem Hunt gets back, obviously. I mean Tyreek Hill.
Sure.
Tyreek Hill's hurt. But the Chiefs, like, you're right. It hasn't been about one player, but the best team they ever had probably didn't win the Super Bowl, and they had Randy Moss. They had an outstanding offensive weapon. If you add AB and Josh Gordon to this team, which they have done, it takes them from neck and neck with the Chiefs. Maybe guys like me think this is the Chiefs here. I thought they beat them in the AFC Championship game before that offside, before the pre-snap penalty. The point is, it makes them, what AB does is make them the favorite. That's why I agree with you. They're feeding them to see what they can do against the Dolphins.
Let me share something with you. You're close, right? Because when you look at offense, and I'm a guy who's been a number one receiver, and I've been a guy that really demanded the ball. I wanted the ball every single play, all right? And what I learned when I was playing for the Jets was this. It's not about one receiver, right? So to your point, if they can come together, those three guys, right? Edelman, Gordon, and Brown, check their egos, they can be tough. But if they can't do that, you're going to see this ship go down really quickly.
What ship? Which ship? New England?
If AB can't get in line,
they just get rid of him.
All right, but you talking about his attitude.
Correct, his attitude.
You ain't talking about his game. Right?
No.
The reason why I say that is because this. One of the things that we got to pay attention to is that AB is a guy that plays outside. But he's capable of being a slot receiver. He's got moves and the kind of things that the quickness of foot that he has.
I disagree.
The quickness of foot that he has. I'm talking about the quickness of foot. This dude can do slot stuff. When you talk about a guy like Edelman, he can do those things. Plus, he's accustomed to playing outside the numbers. When we look at Randy Moss, he was strictly an outside the numbers kind of guy.
Yes.
This dude fly pattern, let's go. When you look at an AB, that's a different dimension. And so when you look at what Tom Brady prefers, even though he doesn't mind going deep from time to time, Brandon, the reality is that what's been his favorite target other than Gronk? What's been his favorite target? It's been the Edelman.
Correct.
It's been the Amendola.
But think about this. No one has said this. No one has talked about this on TV the last couple of weeks since AB been acquired, right? AB has made a living in Pittsburgh off scheduled plays. On the off-scheduled plays.
Okay.
Big Ben scrambles. Big Ben gets out the pocket. AB breaks off his route. 50 to 60% of his catches has been on the off-scheduled plays. This is not that offense.
It's an on-schedule.
He has to run routes. He has to be where he's supposed to be. If he's not getting the ball. AB has dominated the game because of how Big Ben has played.
But here's what's sacrilegious about what's coming out of your mouth. I understand what he's done, but we can look and see what he can do. And what I'm saying is that it's not like
but here it is, Stephen. You're a basketball guy. You're a basketball guy, right?
Okay.
You're a basketball guy, right?
Yeah.
It's like taking Carmelo Anthony. Big topic, right? He needs to be in the NBA right now.
Of course he does.
But it's like taking Carmelo Anthony and putting him in a triangle. That's what that is, right? You need a guy wants the ball. He wants to dominate the ball. He needs to be the man. That's what you're doing with a receiver like that. That's the type of receiver I was. I'm backside. I'm one-on-one. The ball is coming to me.
Well, what are you trying to say? That there would be a problem with Melo in the
triangle? It's hard for a wide receiver to go out there and just run a 12 and come back, and the ball's right there. And like that.
Brandon,
there's some offenses out there in programs and schemes where it's like, look, go be a player.
I get it, but are you saying that if AB, because he's not used to doing that, and even if he does it, Josh Gordon's an amazing talent. Edelman is excellent as chemistry with Brady. AB is not going to get the numbers he wants to get in New England.
He's not.
Are you saying that that will be a problem in terms of his personality?
100%. Think about it.
Even in New England?
Heavyweight. Me. Call God. I'm the man. I'm the best. I'm the GOAT. I'm going after Jerry Rice. So do you really think that he's going to be okay with just winning?
Brandon,
No, this guy wants to be the best receiver. You have to put up numbers to do that. So you mean to tell me
Brandon, you talk about this future. What about this season? I mean, for one season, I think he could
What
do
about
it.
winning a Super Bowl? Could you put it
for one
aside for that?
season?
Because you get so much shine for that.
Think about this, right? You're a player, right? Yes, you're on a team. Team is everything. But at the end of the day, you have a job to do. Your job is to be the best player. And if you don't live up to your capabilities, you're cut. You're done. Players, I'm going to be honest with you, the greatest players, they think about themselves first. Mm-hmm. That's what happens, right? Tom Brady is not going out there just to say, I'm just here, I don't care about throwing 4 touchdowns. You really believe that? No, AB wants 1,500 yards a year. He wants 15 touchdowns a year.
He has to know
Tom
going
Brady,
in.
I do believe that. You know why? Because he doesn't